Hello and welcome to this new episode of Behind the Scenes with Nene. This episode we're having a bit of chat about the new Defender. We've got an interesting one behind us, haven't we, Hilton?
Yes.
This one has a mixture of parts from a mixture of companies, and also putting in the mix is going to be a bit of Nene Overland and Revolve parts as well. Obviously this is completely different to any kind of Defender that's normal. It's got things like a brand new carbon bonnet, which looks pretty cool, and it's going to have we're going to change these, which is the other option you can get for the Onyx kit, the canards, for a full aggressive front splitter. Now this is a V8 Defender, which we will be putting a Quicksilver exhaust on as well, so it needs to look aggressive at the front as well as sound aggressive. So what we're going to do is really quickly, before we talk about anything else, or do you want to tell you what else we're going to say in the video?
So in this video we'll be going over, we're in the body shop over there, we've got a 110 black Defender that we're respraying green, and we're turning into one of our Falcon soft top Defenders. So I'll show you a bit more of that and see, you can sort of understand how we go through the processes and see what goes into making these beautiful Defenders. Okay, so before we get onto that, let's take a listen to this, because we're going to do a bit of a before and after of when we're putting the Quicksilver on. Sound of it now, yeah, if you give it a rev. Obviously sounds really good because it's a V8, however, when the Quicksilver exhaust on there, it's going to be much louder. Obviously, as you can see from the back, it's got a plethora of parts going on this car. So come back in a second where we'll bring the car back out here once it's on, and we'll compare the sound from what it sounds like now to what it will sound like with the exhaust on.
Right, as you can see, we're back at this stage in the restoring. We've taken all the parts off, it's completely stripped down as far as you can get really. And we're going to go through that process of sanding down everything, sanding down all the bits you don't really want. And yeah, let's just get into it. Right, so we've primed it and we've wrapped the inside, which means the next step is to finally put on that lovely grassmere green with the pearl finish. Now, the reason we've chosen that colour is obviously it's the heritage colour that Land Rover brought out with their 2015 to 2016 heritage edition that sort of ended the classic Defender and was the end of that chapter for Land Rover Jaguar. Unlike Keswick Green, which is a bit darker and a bit stronger, it's very subtle and it sort of takes you back to the pastel green and the bronze green of the series 1, 2 and 3 Land Rovers. And that's exactly what this is. This is a celebration of the rough and rugged ethos of all the Defenders and all the love that people have experienced with these cars. Fitted on this specific Defender V8 is actually a Quicksilver exhaust, and Quicksilver differs from a lot of other sport exhaust companies in one way. They actually have inputted a valve inside the back of your exhaust so that because it is so ridiculously loud and it sounds great, to be honest. With a Quicksilver exhaust you can simply flip a button on this remote and it closes that valve and turns it from sounding, really nice to just a bit quiet. It gives you a bit more freedom of use. You don't have to wake up all the neighbours 3 streets across in the morning when you start your car. You can just enjoy it for what it is. We've also done a few little tune-ups to this car apart from the exhaust. We've got this carbon fibre steering wheel which makes the smooth driving even smoother, makes it really light as you go around those corners. We've added red tow hooks on the back. It looks super mean, and then we've added a front splitter just to add to that overall road presence and already aggressive look.
And here we go, so all the parts have been painted, or most of them. This lovely grassmere green just looks so good when you put all the parts together. We've changed some of the actual individual parts to give it more of a heritage style. We've changed the original factory grille to this nice heritage grille featured on the actual 2016 line Land Rover did. They weren't done in soft tops, however, though, so it's a bit different in that respect. We've also got this nice silver and black Land Rover badging, which is a lot more classic, a lot more old school. We've also changed the alloys. We had these stock 5-spoke alloy wheels. We've changed these to these older, more series style steelies that we've painted grassmere green as well. They're not on the car currently.
It's such a difference, isn't it? It's stunning. The moment I walked through the door, it was like, this is like a brand new car.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The guys that do the paint here in the workshop are unbelievably skilled. I think the other week, I was speaking to Corny, one of the managers here, and he was saying that one of his main paint guys can quite literally smell when the paint is dry.
Yeah.
He is a skilled worker, and you can see the work. It's absolutely incredible. I love it.
There we have it. That is the final result of our 110 conversion. It's been about 3 weeks, this in the making, but as you can see, it looks absolutely stunning. The sun's starting to poke out now, thankfully enough. We've got the galvanised bumper, the old Steelies painted in the same grassmere green, and then the BF Goodrich tyres. They're sort of our standard production tyres that we put on all our cars, and it just looks absolutely stunning. To take a real, a Defender that might have seen a bit more ownership, it might have been discarded or even cut up for parts, and to take it from that and turn it into something like this, it's a real pleasure for us as the team. We really enjoy a project like this, and even more than that, to see the customers' faces and see the enjoyment they get out of the car. But yeah, thank you for watching. This has been this week's episode of Behind the Scenes at Nene. Obviously we had the V8 exhaust conversion. We've got a few more things coming with that, a few more upgrades, so I'm really excited to show you that as we get into the new year. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely Christmas, and yeah, we'll see you in January. See you later, Joe. But yeah.
Right, let's quickly just, as you speak, then you can show the camera. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's such a...
Picture there.
There.
Picture there.
There.
So we've changed the...
Look at these.